Hello, everyone. My name is Jesse, and this is the Auditorium where I react to video game music. As a musician myself, today is a Patreon request for Kevin and Sollus D. This is Octopath Traveler, the return of Octopath Traveler. Battle at Journey's End. Well, I've only checked out the series one time, and it wasn't too long ago, and I remember being very impressed by that. I remember it had violins a heavy, and that's about all I know. I think this is Square. Oh man, I really should look this up, but I don't remember. Yasunori Nishiki, composer. Let us go. Octopath Traveler. I've heard a lot of good things about this game, and this is my second introduction to them. Let's go. Battle at Journey's End. Big orchestral sound. Nice. Okay, so it's looped. Okay. And then it goes into that ending part. Not here. Not yet. Oh. Little change up. It's a nice sound under here. There we go. That's the ending part. You can hear the bass here. I can't hear it anywhere else except for this part. Okay. Battle at Journey's End. I'm conflicted here. I want to say two different things. Well, I'll just say them anyways, it doesn't matter. But these are the two things I got. Originally, when I first heard it, It sounded to me, for lack of a better word, like a generic battle, like a kind of constant battle theme that you hear hundreds of times. It just had a very simplistic approach to it. But as the song went on, I noticed there was stuff that were a little more extra than your typical battle theme. There was more elements, there was more dynamics, there was more melodies. There was more things that would get stuck in your head. Like the ending, dun dun, dun dun dun, dun dun dun. But it's a short loop overall. So I'm kind of conflicted because the short loop of it makes it seem like it does run on over and over and over. But the song title is what conflicts me. It says Battle at Journey's End, which to me sounds like the final boss. It sounds pretty, I mean, what else could that title mean? But I'm not, I would say I'm 80% convinced that it sounded like a final boss theme. The other 20%, which is the minority, it still feels very loud in my head. Like, it didn't really sound like a final boss theme, but 80% of it kind of did. I know that doesn't make sense, but to me it does. So, just because of the short loop, I don't know what to think. It was a good song, and it just showed me that Octopath is very adventurous with their soundtrack. They do big things. And there's a lot of emphasis on the orchestral side, violins, horns, French horns. You know, I'm pretty sure I heard trumpet in this one, which is one of my favorite instruments, by the way. You don't hear that too often. So I don't know. As far as the setting and the where it plays, that's what I was thinking about the most. My brain was fixated on, is this early in the game and you hear all the time, or is this only once at the end? Two very different moods, and yet I got them both at the same time, to show you how conflicted my head was. And unfortunately, I felt like it was taking away from my experience, because maybe almost 3 minutes into it, I'm like, okay, let me just enjoy the song. But for that first whole while, I was just kind of like wrapping my head around it, and you know, it was good. It was good. I feel like I'm a little late to the explanation, but I really enjoyed that. I really liked these little nuances that made it stand out from your typical battle theme. So that 80% is turning more into like a 90%. This could very well be the final boss theme, based on the song title. But now that I think about it, it could be. So of course you guys will let me know whether I'm right or totally wrong. That's totally fine. But it kind of reminded me of a lot of games, to be honest. Xenoblade a little bit. Bravely Default, believe it or not. Not as intense, you know, drum-wise, but kind of there. And even stuff like FF7 Remake, I heard that kind of too. Yeah, it was very broad. But again, at the same time, it was very distinct. I don't know what this song did to me. It's conflicting my whole head. Broad and direct are not synonymous terms. So either way, I'm very interested in Octopath Traveler. Apparently, actually, let me count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes, apparently it's based on the 8 characters, which is crazy to think about, that there's 8 characters. I don't know what that means. I don't know if it's an RPG with 8 different timelines or 8 different stories. But the name Octopath Traveler sounds so cool to me. It sounds so poetic. Octopath, that alone sounds cool, right? The combination of, I don't even know if that's an actual word. I should look that up. Let me know if that's in the dictionary. And then Traveler, like that's, I don't know, something about this game in some weird way calls to me. I don't know what it is. Maybe there's a character in there that I subconsciously really love and I have no idea. But either way, the music, 2 for 2. Good first impressions. The first one blew me away. Second one, I wouldn't say blew me away, but it caught my attention. And I kind of like it. I kind of like these kind of songs to just have on as background music, if that makes any sense. Like, I wouldn't listen to it just to kind of put it on. But if I was to, like, say, editing videos or something, which I do every day, then this would be, like, on the background. So it has its own place in my heart. Anyways, yeah, thank you to Sollus D and Kevin, of course, for the platinum jump of this. If you want to make a request too, you can do so on Patreon or PayPal. Either are totally fine. If you do not want to wait though, there is the platinum tier, which expedites your request to the very top of the list. A big thank you to my current supporters, Justin, Kevin, of course, DJ Singletone, Patrick, Your Average Metalhead, Shadow Maxim, Vanadel, and Turner Arclight. Thank you so much. Thanks again to Sollus D for the request, and thanks to you for watching. Let me know more about Octopath. I'm very curious about this series, and I don't know why. Until next time, dudes and dudettes, take it easy.